Prince Philip's official cause of death was finally confirmed more than 3 weeks after his funeral. On the 9th of April, the royal family announced the sad news that the Duke of Edinburgh had passed away at the age of 99. All that was said in regards to his passing at the time was that he had passed away peacefully that morning at Windsor Castle. The Duke underwent a successful procedure for a pre-existing heart condition at St Bartholomew's Hospital in March, after initially being admitted to King Edward VII Hospital following an infection. However, according to the document obtained by the Telegraph, which was certified by Sir Thomas, head of the royal medical household, the Duke passed away of old age. Thomas identified that there was no disease or injury that could have contributed to his passing. Finally confirmed there was no specific cause, aside from being elderly. Old age can be listed as a cause of passing if the patient is over 80 and if the doctor in charge has taken care of the patient over a long period of time, during which they have observed a decline in their patient's health. A statement issued by the royal family at the time said, "It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen has announced the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. The royal family join with people around the world in mourning his loss. Further announcements will be made in due course." According to the certificate, Philip's passing was registered 4 days after he passed away, with the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead by his private secretary, Brigadier Archie Miller Bakewell. The certificate gives a nod to the Duke's Greek heritage, as well as his own surname, Mountbatten. It lists his full name as His Royal Highness, the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, formerly known as Prince Philippos of Greece, and Denmark, formerly known as Philip Mountbatten. The Duke's first listed occupation is naval officer, a successful career of which he was enormously proud, and Prince of the United Kingdom. His second is husband of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the Sovereign. Prince Philip was laid to rest at St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle on the 17th of April 2021. The Queen, like all 30 guests who attended the service, wore a face mask and sat by herself in the choir of St George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, while all mourners followed COVID guidelines and remained socially distanced. Among the guests were the Duchess of Cornwall, all of the Duke's grandchildren and their spouses, the children of the Queen's sister, Princess Margaret, and 3 of Philip's German relatives, Bernard, the hereditary Prince of Baden, Donatus, Prince and Landgrave of Hesse, and Prince Philip of Hohenlohe, Langenburg. Also in attendance was a close friend of the Duke, Countess Mountbatten of Burma, previously known as Lady Romsey, and later Lady Brabourne, who was Philip's carriage-driving partner and one of his closest friends. On Tuesday, Prince Charles personally visited St Bartholomew's Hospital to thank staff who cared for his father there before his passing. The 72-year-old royal met privately with some of the team that cared for the Duke of Edinburgh when he was transferred for heart surgery in March. Royal officials declined to say who, saying the hospital wanted to protect their identities, but confirmed the group included a nurse, a consultant and a therapist, according to Mail Online. Philip, 99, spent 4 nights at St Bartholomew's Hospital after being transferred from the private King Edward VII Hospital on the 1st of March. He subsequently underwent a successful procedure for a pre-existing heart condition before being moved back to the King Edward VII. Professor Charles Knight, Chief Executive of St Bartholomew's, said the Prince had been keen to use his pre-planned visit to personally thank staff for what they did for his father. He said, "It meant an enormous amount to us that he came to visit and also that he met those involved in his father's care. We were just so honoured to have treated his father, and it was wonderful to see the Prince of Wales today. It was particularly special that he got the opportunity to speak to some of our staff here ahead of the International Nurses' Day tomorrow."